Okay, so can you see my screen?
Yes. Mr. Brian, when are we we'll just end it after we do this valuation for the combined company.
Okay, all right, so we'll move on. So the combined company has the same capital structure as Pursuit, which is what?
50-50, I think.
So Pursuit had 50-50. Okay, so regearing now, our regearing will be our beta equity. So we're making beta equity subject formula now. Will be equal to our beta asset our denominator of value plus value debt 190 all of them divided by value. So we can come and say that's equal to our beta
0.
So 0.0 plus 0.0, so 0.5 plus 5 plus 5 1 minus. Now all of those figures divided by 0.5. So my beta equity give 0.59. Abi?
1.09.
1.59 is what I got. So therefore, we calculate
1.5, 1.462.
460.
462.
That is the same thing, it's rounding.
Okay, that's like 1.5 then.
Mine is 1.5. I don't know. Maybe it's rounded up.
1.5 is very high. 1.5 is very high. 1.5 is very high.
1.4.
Yeah, it has to be 1.45 something. 1.5 is very, very high. What did you use? 0.8 what?
0.85. So I got 1.46.
Okay.
Yeah, 1.46 is correct. 1.462 is anything around that figure is correct, but something like 1. Okay. Next now. Okay.
Cost of equity.
Yeah. What you see is just that you see what they expected to win the whole of this question. There's no way. Okumbo, even if you're here, you're not here. I can put for a gambling man. So using CAPM, okay, so calculate. Tokumbo, is Tokumbo here? I said it. So
What happened?
It's probably, yeah. It's probably kind of what's happened. I don't know. Yes,
I've
it's
not
fine.
finished my classes.
I've messaged him. He's not replying.
Well, I beg you.
You want to sleep me?
Ian, what?
So cost of equity now. What was our risk? Was it 4 or 4.5?
4.5.
So 4.5% plus our beta equity. Our equity is 6%, abi?
Yes.
Well, I think it's low. It almost feels wrong. No, now we're doing 4 plus 5 times something that is higher than 1. No, something is wrong. I've made a mistake.
I got 13 points.
I've done something wrong. I think I put 6 instead of 6%. Why is this times 6%, abi?
Why is it?
Yeah, because I use 4.
Yes.
Yes.
Okay, so and then so we've got now. What's next?
Wow.
Yeah.
About it. Okay, they gave us cost of debt. They gave us cost of debt. I think I remember 6.4 or so, something like that. Abi?
Yeah,
Have you seen it?
6.4. 6.4.
6.4. Okay. So we have debt. So our equity, our market value of equity, they say 50-50%, Abi?
It's 50-50, yes.
So
Sorry,
50%. Yes, ma'am.
It's just before.
It's in the question borrowing, how much the combined company can borrow
Where
at.
did you get 6.4?
It's in the question how much the combined company can borrow at. Have you seen it? Just look for it. It's there.
Information.
Okay, yes,
So
I've seen it.
6.4% from the question. Okay. Remember that you 1 minus T your cost of debt. So our cost of equity
13.3.
So let me just change that figure now. Let me leave it. Let me leave it as without the 100.
Okay.
Sir,
This is your equity beta formula.
yes, sir.
You know we have a formula
Yes,
at the back of every.
yes, but I prefer this
Yeah,
one.
for them. Oh, that's why
Because
I'm always having a different. So are you saying the Mozlani and Miller are not is not correct, or you prefer to use this?
I just prefer to use this one. It's correct. It's absolutely right. It's the same thing. It will give you the same thing. It will give you exactly the same thing.
But I did not get the same thing with you.
That means we'll have to check what you're doing wrong. It must give you the same thing. It's not different.
Okay.
So I'll just check it now.
Because even. Oh, okay. No, I'll go ahead. We can do it some other time.
Yes, sir. Okay, so 1 minus T for that one. Even this work, formula for work, there's a way they write it at the back now, but I don't like it. But
Yeah, this one is better, truly, yeah.
I like the table more. Okay, and I know that you're more comfortable with the table, sir.
Yeah.
I remember when you were that thing you
Yeah.
showed me. Yeah.
Yes.
Okay, so we're done with our work. Our work will now be equal to both of them. So that's 8.9. Let me clean these things up. So let's have this in 2 decimal places. Okay, maybe one more. So so that is so therefore WACC is equal to 8.9%, Abi.
Yeah.
So we can say we can just approximate to 9, even though it doesn't make any difference. Well, depending on how you're calculating it, but with 9 you can go and check the formula table. And usually I'll tell you that usually your final answer should be something that is very, very close to something you can round up. Every time you do your final answer and it's not close to something you can round up, you know that most likely you've made a mistake. Do you understand what I'm saying?
Okay, sir.
So do you understand what I'm saying?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So 9%, that's what we're going to use. So we can go, okay, we didn't calculate it before. So we can come this calculation. I knew that this was the work. This was the big deal. Is if it's still here?
Yes, I'm here. I'll do terminal value.
Yeah, so we'll do terminal value now. Once we do terminal value, then we can leave the rest of the rest of the work plus the writing of the report until which day will we do it now?
Let's do it tomorrow.
Oh, will you come tomorrow? Will you come tomorrow? Will you come tomorrow? This one, let's enjoy our holiday while it lasts, though, because it has finished now.
It's the same thing now. If we come to class, is it not the same? If us come to class and close early class now, you will not allow us to go home on time, and we have to drive home.
No, but the truth about it
Okay,
is,
right?
Yeah.
but you know that we're not even going to start. We're not going to start physical. Even if they give this thing, we're not going to start physical classes for a while. Though. It's not me and you that we experiment.
Till July.
I don't know whether it's till July. It's not July.
Brian,
Huh?
just because of Thelma that is going to work. If not, we would have allowed those that want to feed their babies to feed their babies. Then we'll come back after like 1 hour.
Today, Abi?
Yes, but just that Thelma is going to work, so we can't do it.
The way you're saying it is like if Thelma should just say, "Don't worry, I can do it." But Thelma can never disappoint you. She cannot do it. Let me tell you the truth. The way you're saying it now is like if Thelma will just say,
because if you leave now, I'm going to go and sleep. It doesn't. I don't want to sleep now.
you know your iron now. How did you say machine? You know you be machine.
Not everybody that can do come back on now. Me, I will not even. I will not do it. I'm tired. So Kumba left because he's tired. Maybe do you go to work too? I didn't go to work, but I cannot do. I have a short setting. I cannot be learning. I'm sitting down here cracking my head, looking at laptop, trying to understand what's happening on Excel. I can't do that for like 6 hours or 7 hours. I need to rest. We can meet tomorrow, but not today again. And nobody else is talking. Maybe you guys have iron brain. Me, I don't have. Because do you know the funny thing about all this? I'm just copying it. That's how I will now read it. That I'm not getting some things that Brian is saying, but I'm just keeping it because
at least you have made us to consolidate on what we did in Lima here.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah,
exactly. Because you're doing
a
a lot of those things again. And I said,
yes.
By the time you do 2, 3, you're doing the same. You will not find it redundant. So it's not looking too difficult because you've seen all these things before. But the first time they say weight of total is equal to, or beta of total is equal to weight of this one plus, it just looks like ridiculous. By the time you see it the second, third, fourth time, it's like nothing. Okay, so we do our terminal value finally.
Yeah.
So our terminal value, we know that our terminal value is equal to our free cash flow to firm, and we can put in year 4, So
12682.
so into brackets 1 plus G. So that year 4, that's why I didn't put year 4 in the first time. It will make that place very clumsy.
Yeah.
So free cash flow to firm into 1 plus G divided by WACC minus G.
Yeah.
So note that the free cash flow to firm is the year 4 free cash flow.
12682.51.
I hope we've calculated growth. Okay, they said, and then growth. What did they say about
It's
growth?
half of 5.8.
That's
Half of
2.9.
Yeah,
half of
2.9.
So half of revenue growth, which is
2.9.
6%.
of 5.8, Abi.
Yes.
But we use 6% now.
Did we use, no, we used 5.8. Oh. No, did we calculate? I thought they gave us the growth directly for this one.
The growth is 5.
No, you are going. It's supposed to be divided. 5.8 divided by 2. That's 2.9.
Yes, I'm saying,
Is it not?
Yeah.
they said we use 6%.
It's
I can't
half,
remember
yes.
using 6%. We use 5.8 now.
The
6
other
years.
one,
No, we used
Okay.
6% in the previous one.
This is the previous one. Oh. This one was 5.8. They gave us directly in the question. The other one we calculated now. This one, Abi? The other one we calculated. This one they gave us directly.
Yeah.
I got it.
Okay. All right. So our terminal value now is growth is half of revenue of terminal. Okay. So that's equal to 5.8 divided by 2. So 2.9. So therefore, okay, so what else do we have? So we have the free cash flow now. So our free cash flow to firm is equal to, so where's that figure? So that one is equal to our year 4, Abi?
Yeah.
Okay, then we have growth already. What else is remaining? Then WACC. We already have WACC. So just so that you don't look around. So WACC is 9%.
Sorry, Brian.
Yes, please.
Yes, this half of that growth rate was for Fodaco. Now we are talking about the combined company. There's no additional information as regarding the after 3 years.
No. It's there. It's there in the combined company. In the combined company. They said
Free cash flow will be half the sales revenue growth rate.
Can you see it there? It's in the
free
last
cash flow growth rate.
no,
will
see
be
now,
half.
look, information about the combined company. The last sentence in the second paragraph is free cash
Okay,
flow
I've seen
growth
it.
rate will be half. So half. That's why we said half that time we were talking.
2.9. Okay, 2.9.
All right.
Okay, thank you.
So therefore, terminal value. What's the word we have used the most? Have you noticed? What's the word we have used the most throughout all the things that we have done? You said?
Free cash flow, work, and terminal value.
No. In everything we have done, what's the word? You said?
value.
No, there's one word we always use. Always. The thing is almost annoying. You've not noticed
Value.
it.
Growth.
Therefore, the way we write therefore, they're supposed to give us a word. Every second, therefore, things annoying. Okay, so that divided
Funny enough,
by,
you just said them. You didn't write any.
you said what?
Funny enough, you just used the word. You didn't write any.
As in therefore,
Mm-hmm.
I write it now. I'll show you now. I hope you're seeing my screen. Let me just finish. And you see how many times we've written therefore today alone. And then go back and see everywhere therefore, therefore, therefore. Minus growth. So I hope I get the same thing with you. Hey, well, I've written rubbish. Oh. What have I done wrong? Okay, I should have put. It didn't matter now. Why is this thing? It shouldn't matter. This is not what is causing the problem. What did I do? Oh, this minus that. Okay, I think one of them is in, okay. This one is not in percent. Okay, that's why. That's the problem.
I think 213.
Yeah, don't worry. It's me. It's me. It's me. I didn't put it in percent.
Okay.
Okay, so I can just do that divided by 100. Okay, so I'll use, don't worry, I'll use the other one. Okay, I'll just put it there. Okay, so instead I can do this. Control X. Yeah?
This approximation, is there a standard approximation we're supposed to use? Because if I just got my figure, I didn't approximate this 9%.
Nobody's going to quarrel with you. Even if we have slightly different figures, it doesn't make a difference. As long as you generally use 2 decimal places, but there's nothing wrong with valuation. The truth about it is, and I say this a lot in many classes, the idea is simple. You do not, in valuation, you don't even know what is going to happen in the future. So trying to be very correct doesn't make any sense. You don't know, you're not God. So it doesn't really matter what you use. Do you get what I'm saying? Don't give yourself too much stress. Don't overburden yourself. So we have 78. I hope that's 78. 78 multiplied by our 1 plus G. So 1 plus G. So I've gotten my G the way that it's supposed to be. That's what was causing the problem. So now that figure, okay, so since I've opened the bracket, I can close it. Divided by, open bracket, 9% minus the G. So that should be absolutely fine. So 21, is that what you got?
Yeah, 213.
9,
yes.
Yeah, 0.5. Okay, so that's fine.
0.5.
So that figure now, yeah. So I can pick that figure now and come and put as terminal value here. So terminal value, why did I say working 2? Okay, that's working 3 now. Oh. So it's equal to our terminal value. So we've gotten our terminal value now. So that's work 3. Let's be careful so that that doesn't cause us problems. So work 3, and then work 2 now will now be our discount rate. So discount factor at, what's our rate? 9%, Abi?
Yeah.
So 9%, and let's know that we got that at work 2. And so we have our figure. So it's equal to 1.09 raised to the power minus 1, Abi? So we have that figure, and then we drag it for these 3, and then we come and clean it up a bit. And we're at our present values now.
You've not calculated free cash flow after value.
There's no need. There's no need. I'll just do for 3. Okay, so you can do free cash flow after terminal value.
Mm.
I want you to have some level of flexibility when you're doing this stuff, because you have to be flexible. Sometimes you can shift the way you're doing it slightly. It's not going to spoil anything, as long as you're obeying the principles. Why is this figure so small? How is it possible that I have this figure in the end? It's not possible. Is it possible?
No.
52 and 53.
That's what it is.
That's what it is, oh. That's what it is.
226. Okay, 226, 622.
And that's what it is.
26 into.
So our free cash flow, there's no point there. That's why it looks wonky. So our free cash flow multiplied by our discount rate, or our discount factor. So we have that, and we can drag it for these ones. And so we can come finally. So we can come finally and get our. Okay, so we've gotten our present value now.
There's something wrong with that.
Where? I'm not seeing any problem. You said what?
I'm coming.
So.
Getting 9819.
You said?
I'm getting 9819.
In where?
For the first year.
How are you doing your discount rate? So 1.09 raised to power minus 1.
Raised power minus 1.
Yes, now.
Why? Why are you doing that?
As in your discount, go and check on your discount table now. Is your 9% for year 1, not 0.91? Okay, I hope you didn't start from year 0 and put 1.00. There's no year 0 for valuation. No. That's what is year 0 that you're valuing.
Okay.
So I hope did you start with year 0? Would you start with raised to power 0?
You said we should scrap 0 now. We don't use 0.
No, there's no 0. There's no 0 for valuation. Even in the other one, except you're valuing a project where you're investing.
I think sorry, I got the same thing as you. 98119.81. I think it's because Brian is using the whole. We use 0.917.
These figures are not rounded, Abi. They just look rounded, but they are not rounded, Abi.
Yes, that's
okay, so
why.
don't worry about it. As long as your figure is close to it, you don't have any problem. And Nebi, please check that you do not use 0, because I think Nebi used 0.
I used 0, but that's what I was talking about before he came. If he got
it's not 0, it's maybe.
No, if it's not 0, if it's not 0, then it's rounding. It's just rounding.
Okay.
So therefore, the value of combined company which is the same thing as the summation of our cash flows, so that's the summation of present values, is equal to, is Halima still here? Wow, some people are strong.
I'm here.
You're strong. What's the word now? It's only in Benin I know how to say that thing. You're highly dormant. Okay, Okay, so that's our figure. And with that, we're almost there. So we've gotten our figure here. What did they ask us for in this question?
Yeah, if there is any, what is the?
You said?
You said if there is any benefit, is it not?
So the additional value created. So finally, because I'm tired of saying therefore,
Finally, you want to write. It's not going to be inside the body of the.
no, I want to show you what the additional value created is now. If not, I've not done my work finished.
Mm.
We have not done.
If you write it in the body,
no, but I can write it here too now and then write it there again. But you have to write it here now.
okay.
So additional value created will be equal to the value of
Okay,
combined minus the value of fodder and value of fodder and pursuit. This thing has gotten too close. So that will be equal to
minus 160 million. Sorry.
Probably 9 million.
Hmm?
so that will be this figure